It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Bolts and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in vogue. And what I mean is taking the shots downfield, because for a long time in this league, it was all about precision passing, the West Coast offense. But now we've got a couple of guys here who'll take some shots downfield, and they have some receivers who can go get it.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Kansas City. Here's Mecole Hardman. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Come on, baby. Hey, good job, baby. Good job.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Herbert on third down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Here we go. Here we go.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we have Kelsey. Slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. On 2nd and inches, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw here, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 60 yards. yards. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Big gain that time for the Chargers.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 3. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Let's go, team.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers offense back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Too easy, too easy.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 27, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out here to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes to throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Nice hit, boy.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Mahomes finding Kelsey. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.